So we already figured out Mark roughly needs about 2,170 calories daily to function, right? That's how many calories he's going to need. Now you're going to add 5,000 to that, and hey there, Coach Devin here. Let's talk about Mark Wahlberg. Yep, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, the movie star, that guy. Lone survivor. Let's talk about Mark Wahlberg. He says he has gained 21 pounds. He's gained 30 pounds in 21 days. Did he do it? Is it doable? Is that really a thing? Is it even possible? We're about to get into that right about now. Before we get going, please hit the like and subscribe down below. Please comment on this video. I love to hear from you. Part of what helps this algorithm on YouTube is if you comment on videos, so it bumps things up, more people see them. The reason I make these videos is I've been in the health and fitness industry now as a personal trainer for 27 years. I've owned a gym for almost 11 years, and I hope to make videos that will help other people not make the mistakes I did, that'll cut through some of the baloney that is out there in health and fitness, because there's a lot. We can be honest, there's a lot. So that's my goal here. So please like, comment, subscribe, share this with your friends. That's the point of making these videos, that hopefully there's some more honesty out there in health and fitness. That's why I do them. All right, Mark Wahlberg, lone survivor, actually one of my favorite actors. And who doesn't like Good Vibration? That was that's my Mark Wahlberg Good Vibration song right there. I've always been a big Mark Wahlberg fan. I like the guy. Seems like he's kind of down to earth. He is well known for working out early in the morning, doing hard workouts. The guy, he's a grinder, and you know what? I'm impressed with what he's always done. I always like his movies. So he gained a bunch of weight for a movie. He claims he's gained 30 pounds in 21 days. Is that even doable? So let's get right into that, because the problem is there's a ton of stuff on social media claiming that, with claims that are baloney. This is Mark's before and after. As you can see, he looks pretty chubby now. So let's break down the scientific numbers, because we know that when it comes down to weight gain, it's not easy. It's not simple. It's not like that. You don't put on 20 pounds or 10 pounds or 30 pounds easily. I have been working at gaining weight since I did something called Project Fit Devin. I tried to lose some weight, get super lean, and then I decided, okay, I'm going to try to gain some weight, and it has been a ton of work. Eating a lot of food is hard. It's tiring. You get sick of it. And I know Mark's being paid a lot of money for his. I am not being paid a lot of money for mine. But you know what? Let's break down the numbers. So Mark is 177 pounds. And the reason we need to know that is we need to figure out what number of calories he needs just to be alive. So at 177 pounds, we're going to multiply that by 10. Mark needs 1,770 calories just to function for the day. That's how you figure that out. In case anybody's wondering, take your body weight in pounds, multiply by 10. That's how many calories you need to function for the day. So Mark Wahlberg needs 177 calories. I actually have a little cheat sheet here. I worked out a bunch of numbers on it beforehand just to make sure my numbers were correct. So that's what he needs. Now, Mark also works out. He hasn't stopped. According to his Instagram, he hasn't stopped working out. So we know he's a hard worker, and we know he's probably burning, let's go to ballpark and say 400 calories when he goes to the gym every day. Still lifting weights. He's still doing stuff. So now you add 1,770 plus 400 calories. You get 2,170 calories. That's how many calories Mark needs just to roll around all day and be fit Mark, the way Mark looked beforehand. So now, how many calories do you need to gain 30 pounds of 30 pounds? I mean, fat, muscle, whatever, you got to gain 30 pounds. It's not easy. So how this works, the science behind it is this. To gain 1 pound, you need 3,500 extra calories in your diet. That's how it works. So we're going to multiply 3,500 extra calories times 30, and we have 105. Yes. Got to make sure my numbers are right. 105 extra calories that Mark Wahlberg needs to put on that 30 pounds in the last 21 days. Now, that's a lot of calories. 100,000 calories, 105,000 calories. That is a ton of calories. But let's break it down a little further. Let's figure out exactly where Mark needs to be. So if 135, he needs 35,000 extra calories per pound. He has 105,000 extra calories he needs to consume over 21 days. That's 5,000 extra calories per day. Now, we've already figured out that's above and beyond what he needs to just be alive. So we already figured out Mark roughly needs about 2,170 calories daily to function, right? That's how many calories he's going to need. Now you're going to add 5,000 to that, and now we're up to a lot of calories. We're up to 7,150 calories every single day for Mark just to function and gain the weight that he needs to gain. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot because we've heard, The Rock talk about, I've had my epic cheat meal of, 20,000 calories, which, by the way, I've made a video on before. It's not real, kids. The Rock is not eating 20,000 calories in a meal. No one is. Nor are they eating 7,000 calories in a meal. Your stomach isn't big enough. It's not happening. Look, again, like I said, I have been trying to gain weight. I have been working at gaining weight. It is exhausting to eat extra food. It is exhausting to eat enough extra food. And I haven't gained 30 pounds in 21 days. It's not easy. So don't believe all the things you read. So you know what? If he needs an extra 5,000 calories a day or 7,150 total calories in a day, well, let's break that down by meal. Because in reality, we got to figure out how many meals he needs. Let's say Mark has 6 meals a day. I tend to tell clients, eat 6 meals a day. It's good for you. You keep your blood sugars stable, all those things. So 6 meals a day is great to do. That means if Mark needs that many calories, he's eating, every meal has to be 1,195 calories, about 1,200 calories per meal. I don't know who's tried a 1,200 calorie meal before. It's a ton of food. Now, Mark isn't claiming that he's eating McDonald's. He actually thanked a chef on there saying, thank you so much for making the food. I don't know what the chef is putting in that food. Unless Mark is drinking straight grease, it's hard to get 1,200 calories, in a meal. It's tough. And you know what? You're going to be very full for a very long time because, after 2 meals, Mark is above the calories he needs for an entire day. I'll give you an idea. I get up in the morning and I eat these big protein pancakes, and they're a lot of calories. I mean, I'm eating about 600, 700 calories first thing in the morning. I am stuffed, absolutely stuffed. Now, given that's healthy food, but nonetheless, I'm stuffed. So, it's hard. And then to eat again, it's tough. It's not easy. This is not a joke. So, Mark needs 1,200 calories 6 times a day just to put that weight on. Is it really something that happened? Did Mark actually put that weight on? I'm going to say no. I don't think this is something he did. I think that, yes, he's gained weight. Would I say 30 pounds? I'd say he probably hasn't gained 30 pounds. And my reason being is it's just scientifically really hard to do this. What he is claiming he's doing is so aggressive. An extra 5,000 calories a day. If he told me he's eating 5,000 calories every day, I'd say, well, that's an aggressive number, but it's doable. 7,100 calories a day? That's a ton of food. Now, if you're a 290-pound man, yeah, you can do that because, you know what, that's more in your ballpark. He's not a big guy. Mark is 177 pounds. He's not super tall. To give you a comparison here, Mark and I are roughly the same height. He's about 5'9" or so. That's what it says on the line. I'm about 5'10 and a half. I weigh 253. Mark weighs 177. So I'm a lot bigger than Mark. Now, given I am not a guy who gorges all the time, that's not really my style, but it is not easy to eat this amount of food. And I've seen with clients, I've seen with other friends, I've seen with myself. This is not a joke. It's not easy to do. So what Mark is proposing he did, I think is very, very difficult outside of just going to McDonald's every single day or fast food, Burger King, Wendy's, whatever. Unless you're doing that, I got to tell you, if you have a chef making your food, I don't know what he's putting in it, but he would just have to be dumping bacon grease and oil in it all day long just to get the calories that you need. Mark is not trying to get ripped. He's not trying to gain a bunch of muscle. He's trying to gain fat, which is what he says he has done. But I just don't see it being possible to put on that kind of weight in the time frame he's saying. If he said it was 6 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever, I'd be like, okay, yeah, maybe that's doable. But I think what we're looking at is a Hollywood star who's pushing out something. It's an ad for his movie. He wants to make sure people are like, oh my God, did you see what Mark Wahlberg did? That's crazy. That's what's happening here. It's not real. It's not real life. I would say 100% we're looking at a fake here. It's like a Natty or Not video, except fake food. Yeah, Mark is not eating that much. Or he did eat that much, but he did it over a longer amount of time. I could get on board with that. I could say, okay, this happened in 6 weeks or 8 weeks. 6 weeks is still very aggressive. 8 weeks, again, very aggressive to do, but it's not to say you're doing it in 21 days. I don't buy it. I don't believe it. What do you think? You think Mark did it in that amount of time? Comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Tell me the reasoning behind it, because that's the science for my reasoning. That's why I've come to that conclusion. I just don't think it's possible in 21 days to put on 30 pounds. But you know what? Hey, listen, I could be wrong. Let me know down below. If you have comments, questions, things you want me to talk about, again, type them up down below. I'd love to hear from you. Hope everybody's having an amazing day out there. Stay safe with the pandemic, and don't fight the awesome.